you go about talking about price? Like, what's your strategy? Do you try to ask them to give you a number? I know you talked
Yeah,
about
I
this
mean,
in
in the
terms
very beginning, I tried to just get them comfortable with me and try to connect in whatever way I can with them so that we at least have some sort of common ground. And then, we'll talk through a few things and I'll say, well, has there been maybe a price, have you been thinking about selling? Yes. Okay. If you have been thinking about selling, have you had a price in mind? And if they say, no, not really, I was wanting to get a price from you. Got it. Okay. And then I keep going. So I don't actually ever really give them a price until I try to ask them a few other ways. Like I'll say, well, I mean, hypothetically, if somebody offered you $1 million, would you take it? Yeah, of course. If somebody offered you 100K, would you take it? No, you're crazy. Okay, so there must be a number in between that you would take. And then they could either laugh or they're like, no, I want you to give me the number. Then I'll give them like a
of.
range or something like that.
Yeah. So here's like what I'm thinking. I've got one lot in particular up in North Portland. It's a really nice area, and I've looked at the comps, and I think it's worth about $300,000 to $330,000 to an investor based on
Yep.
zoning and the comps. The problem
Okay.
is I'm not able to do that myself with based on the amount of money I have for a down payment.
Sure. Sure.
And I'm afraid that the amount of money that I do have for a down payment, I think is just going to kind of be laughed at by most of these people who have lots that are really nice. Like there's
Sure.
lots in town where I can get for 250, but so that's kind of where I'm not sure how to go about this. Like if hypothetically I might be able to get an investor or something and offer him that 330 if that's what if he's willing to do that, which I think he's probably
Sure.
not going to be willing to do that, but I would really
Well,
rather
yeah,
not
I mean,
work with an
say me and
investor.
my
I have
partners,
to,
right? Me and my partners are at X number,
yeah.
and I think that's fair. So I don't think you have to necessarily buy it as long as you add and or signs. I think that's really important. So it's really
Yeah.
important to add that in there as well.
So you have like an assignment contract, or you said you usually bring a contract to the actual meeting.
Yeah, because I always bring a contract of what I want to offer, right? I leave it in the car. When I have conversation, if they don't agree and they say, well, 350 minimum, and I'm like, well, 350 could work, and say, okay, let me go grab my contract. I have one for 330. That's what I was willing to pay. We can cross off the 330 and put 350, for example.
Read through that contract yet? I'm assuming it's in
Just
the materials somewhere.
yeah, you just have to initial the contract together. Let's see. Let me pull it up.
I'm wondering, like, I'm curious how legally binding something like that is, because I expect most of these people are
I
savvy
mean,
enough where
what
they're
you
going to
can
ask
do
their
is
attorney
look,
to look at it.
you can sign it with the because you can make changes on a contract. You both have to initial it. Like I can cross out the number and both initial. And if you really want, say, hey, I know we initialed it, but I'd love to come back and let me I'll bring a fresh copy and we'll re-sign it one more time. Something like that. If you want to get into this game, you want to learn exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. You've been following along, you're seeing all the different projects, the way that we structure our day, how we do things, and make money in this real estate development game without actually having to be that contractor or licensed agent. Click that link below, fill out an application. You can get on a consultation with my team. If it's a good fit for you, we'll put a roadmap together, and then you'll have a personalized group chat with myself. We'll be jumping on Zoom calls every single week, and we'll be absolutely crushing it together. So I hope you enjoy. Take care, and as always, let's build up.